One of the things I've been doing in the last few weeks has been doing something called a Movement 360 with our high school ministry. So what that means is what I do is I get a better picture of what actually is happening with our different movements, our different ministries, because we work through a lot of volunteers. In fact, most of our staff are few, and our volunteers easily outnumber our staff 4 or 5 to 1. So we work through a lot of volunteers, and I'm trying to get a better picture of our volunteers and what their experience is on the ground, and then reflect that back to our ministry leaders. I'm doing it right now with our high school group. Over the next 6 months, I'll be doing that with all of our other ministries as well. So our high school ministry in particular works through a strategy called Shine Groups. Basically, our high schools are closed to outside people. So what we've done is identify and help recruit high school students who will start and lead a lunchtime evangelistic Bible study on their campus, lunch once a week. And so those are our volunteers in that case. So I've been interviewing them. I had an interview with one young student named Sara, who lives in the middle of the country, a town called Marina Grande. And she approached her high school about launching a Shine group there. They wouldn't let her do that during school. So she's chosen to do hers on Friday evening. And she started about a year and a half ago. And she soon had a guy coming, a non-Christian guy coming, who got really interested, brought his younger brother, and the two of them came to Christ. And then as they began to go to Sada's church, they began to invite their parents to a couple's small group, an evangelistic small group that Sada's parents lead. And eventually those two boys' parents came to Christ through that small group that Sada's parents lead. And a little while ago, all four of that family of four, the two boys, the two brothers, and their parents were all baptized into that church. So really cool. I'm really admiring Sada's step of faith. Another student I talked to, Anna, is leading a group at her school. And she said, I'm the only Christian at my school. I'm allowed to do it at lunchtime. She said, yeah, I don't know any other believers in this high school. And she leads us faithfully each week. She has 8 to 10 students coming, non-Christians. I said, what is success for you? Success for me is when we do the group on a Tuesday, and 2 or 3 days later, one of my classmates approaches me and said, hey, you said something about God on Tuesday that's really got me thinking. I want to talk more with you about that. And she said, and that's just keeps me going, is these students, these non-Christian students are beginning to reflect and process who God is and how they can know him personally. So that's Sada and Anna's story. And in my mind, those two young 16-year-olds are heroes for what they're doing in their high schools.